Hey restaurant owners, so in this quick video, I'm gonna show you 4 quick tips so that you can grow your restaurant sales 30% or more, all right? I know that's a very bold promise, all right? But I guarantee you, okay, if you implement all of the things that I'm gonna show you here, it will happen. We've actually made it happen over and over and over again, okay? Also, if you stay all the way into the end, I'm gonna give you a super duper cool gift, but I'm not gonna tell you now, so you're gonna have to wait to see what it is, all right? So, let's just go ahead and move on to the next slide. So the biggest challenges facing restaurants in today's market are keeping the restaurant full during, especially during non-peak hours, all right? Also increasing repeat customers and spend so that you can increase sales, right? And that's what you want. And another thing is crafting effective advertising campaigns that lead to new customers. And usually that's really challenging for restaurant owners because advertising can be costly when not done the right way, right? And simply put, not everything works, wouldn't you agree? And then the next thing is staying relevant throughout the community so that your restaurant always has visibility and top of mind awareness. So this right here, okay, this is the new approach to growth, all right? And as you can see, there's 4 key areas that you really need to focus on, all right? And if you do these right, you can expect an increase in sales of upwards of 30% or more, all right? So the very first thing to focus on is your foundation, all right? And what that is your reputation, all right? Now, the reason why is that this is important is because we really want to make sure that your brand reputation is solid so that you can get more customers, okay? You also want to focus on social media to ensure that you have an active social presence, okay? And really the goal of this is to deepen the relationship with your current and potential customers, all right? The next one, as you can see, all right, is reach activities, all right? Basically, doing these will ensure that you consistently reach new customers so that you can increase your sales, all right? And the last one is retention strategies, okay? Which basically ensures that your current customers dine more often and spend more money with you. Now, I'm gonna break all of these down for you, but so far, is this making sense? All right, cool beans. So, the next guy, so reputation is wicked important, all right? Because customers control the conversation. Now, regardless if you accept this or not, all right, what is said about your restaurant has a huge impact on generating new customers, okay? Now, what happened is that Google actually did a study and they called it the ZMOT, which stands for Zero Moment of Truth. And basically what this means is that whenever you advertise, whether it's in Valpak, local coupons, Groupon, money mailers online, it doesn't matter, right? But whenever you do advertise, it leads to search, all right? And that's because your customers are much smarter now, okay? And they're gonna go and check you out, all right? And really they wanna see if your restaurant doesn't pass all these little green checks, right? Then sometimes advertising can lead to being your disadvantage, all right? And really just cause other people to go to your competitor because you didn't properly build your reputation, right? Does that kind of make sense, right? So what you can see is that basically there's some key pillars that need to be in place in your online presence, and advertising is at the top of it, all right? So whenever you do any type of advertising, people will basically go to your online listing like Google My Business or Bing or Yelp, things like that. And they want to see positive reviews, which basically leads to your reputation, right? And now what's becoming even more prevalent is that people are then going and looking you up on social media, all right? And just in case you're wondering why I'm looking around, I got 4 different screens in front of me, so that's why I'm all over the place. I'm here and here, all right? So, but basically, all right, they want to be sure that your business is updated at all times. And really what they're looking for is menus and special items. And more importantly, they want to see that you're just alive, right? They don't want to come to a page that's abandoned and seems like no one's there, right? And also what this won't even happen. Like, they won't even get to your social media if your reputation isn't solid with like some type of reviews. All right. So then they'll go to your website, right? And like, it really matters that it's mobile optimized so that they can navigate it, right? Like, navigate it and not have this terrible experience on your website. And this needs to be mobile optimized because that's just where everybody is these days. We're on our phones. That's just the fact of the matter, right? And you also want to be sure that like that everything is congruent with your brand, because as they're going there and seeing what you have to offer, like it has to kind of all make sense, right? So basically, your online presence is everything, right? And advertising can basically either be to your advantage or disadvantage, but really it begins with search. So the reason why reviews are so important is because the bottom line is that reviews equal money, all right? So 40% of customers form an opinion by reading just 1 to 3 reviews, all right? Now, 90% of customers say that their buying decisions are influenced by online reviews. 90 freaking percent. Like, let that sink in for a second, okay? And 27% say that a half-star difference on a Yelp review rating can swing a restaurant's business by a devastating 27%, right? Like, were you aware of these stats and how impactful your reputation is? So here's another thing, right? Like, Harvard did a study that said a 1-star improvement of a restaurant's average Yelp score increases revenue by 5 to 9%. And that's pretty freaking crazy if you ask me, all right? And really, like I was saying, the fact is that consumers, okay, they control the conversation, which means that you have to have a pulse on your existing reputation, all right? It's super, super important, all right? So this right here, this is your reputation game plan, all right? This is the correct way of going about this, is to optimize your listing, all right? So you want to claim it. So you want to go to your Google My Business. You want to claim it. You want to fill everything out, like your business description, your menu, the correct hours that you actually operate. Really want to make sure that it's 100% completed, because Google says that the more complete that it is, the higher you'll rank in the search engines when people are looking for some place to eat. And that way you come up first over your competitors. Like, and I'm sure that'd be pretty valuable to you, right? Yeah. Now, the next thing that you got to do is generate more reviews as well as more responses, right? And like, which is basically mean just like asking your customers to give a review after they've come in and dine with you, right? And also responding to the reviews whenever, like, regardless if they're good or bad, it doesn't matter. But like, do you think that this would impact your restaurant in a good way? Like, doing these things? Probably, right? Now, a quick tip is how to make this really easy and effective is to do this via email, text, and even Facebook Messenger. Like, we do this with our clients, and it just sends results through the roof. All right. So the next thing is social media. And the reason why this is important is because every day consumers are declaring their buying decisions, asking questions, and trying to create relationships through various social media channels. So it's important that you have an actual social media presence. Now, the next thing is there's basically 3 things that you need to do in order to use social media the right way, all right? You have to deliver good customer service and basically monitor what's going on, right? Like, you also want to publish stuff so that you keep like your supporters, your fans, right, up to date with what is going on, right? The other thing that you want to do is you really want to be engaging your current and potential customers. And it's also about building fans with relevant, informative, and entertaining stuff, right? The next thing is like, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break this down for you really quickly, is that this is going to be your social media game plan, all right? And basically posting things daily that drive engagement. And, these are things like images of your food, or asking questions like, hey, do you like this or do you like that, right? Letting them know what type of events that you have coming up. all of the special offers that you may already have going on or that you're going to be putting out soon, right? So basically, you want to make sure that your page is always updated so that you can get more customers via social media, right? The next thing, and this is super powerful, right, is you want to leverage check-ins, okay? Check-ins are a way that like basically immediately allows you to have lots of exposure throughout the community. And a check-in is kind of like a personal referral from your customers that enjoy the great food and experience that you work so hard to provide, right? And you can do this via like just having little table tents, right? Just having little table tents and say like, hey, for 10% off your order, check in, right? So some quick tips on how to do this is that when someone comes into your restaurant, just incentivize them to check in, because when they do it, basically what's going to end up happening is that it gets put on their personal profile, and then it's seen and then engaged with by all their friends, okay? So this is basically like buying ad space on the news feed from your customers that love what you do most, all right? Now, you really, really want to leverage the check-in so that you have more exposure and have top-of-mind awareness, as well as engaging your supporters daily. And really quickly, I'm just going to go over the power of the check-in, right? Basically, when somebody checks in, it gives a link to the Facebook page, the map location, and like who else is recommended by, and all the different reviews and other business information. The other thing is that when somebody else shares it on their timeline, basically what ends up happening is that it's seen on average by over 200 people. And that's just, and these numbers are actually pulled from, friends, just like regular, basically people who don't have a whole lot of friends on social media. So the thing to imagine is that, imagine if, somebody who does come into your restaurant has a great time and shares it, but they happen to have like, a crap ton of friends, right? And so that's the thing, is that it'll be seen by even more people, right? So the next thing that you want to do is reach activities, right? Basically so that you can have a consistent flow of new customers and increase your revenue, right? So did you know that Facebook is the premier channel that has the most demographic targeting options so that you can reach your ideal customer? And really it's super simple to do, okay? Plus it's a lot cheaper, and you can actually track your ROI. It's super duper cool. Like basically like, hey, I'm putting $1 in and getting $5 out. And really my question to you is like, if you could put $1 into a machine and get $5 back, like how many times would you do that? How many times would you do that? Probably a lot, right? And that's the power of utilizing Facebook as a platform to grow your business. So here's your new customer game plan, all right? Is the first thing that you want to do is take advantage of birthday marketing, right? And this is super duper simple to do, but very, very effective to get one of your most profitable customers in your doors, which are birthday guests, okay? This allows you to target people that are celebrating their birthday in the next 7 days. And what's even more cool is that this audience auto-magically refreshes every single week. That's right, I said auto-magically, because yes, it's automatic, but it's also magical, right? So this gets you a steady flow of new customers, and it also gives you perpetual visibility and exposure, which is cheaper than traditional advertising, but way more effective. It happens 24/7, 365 days a year. And really, like, this is kind of like putting up a billboard on the busiest highway filled with your potential customers, right? And if you'd like to learn exactly how to do this, like step-by-step, the birthday marketing campaign, just go to my last video. It's called How to Get 5 to 6 Birthday Customers in Your Restaurant Every Week Without Hiring a Marketing Agency. So just go and check that out. So the next thing that you want to do is digital coupon campaigns, all right? And basically, this also allows you to use existing specials that you already offer and even promote new ones so that you can drive in a consistent flow of new customers, all right? So tips on doing this, all right, is that basically you can do contests, you can do giveaways, as well as promote new items or unique offers, all right? So quick question, like, are you guys getting all of this, right? Like, this is pretty cool, isn't it? I thought so. Yeah, that's what I usually hear. So the last thing you want to focus on is retention, all right? Now, This is how you make more money from your existing customers with various reselling strategies, right? And you rate well, there's supposed to be something here, but basically the reality is that it costs 6 to 7 times more to get an existing customer compared to acquiring a new customer. And the reason why is that this is relevant is because most most restaurants only focus on generating new customers and often neglect their most valuable customer, who already, okay, knows them, likes them, and trusts them, okay? Now, now, the easiest opportunity to increase revenue yes, I'm doing this live, one take, all right? So the easiest opportunity to increase revenue is to get your existing customers to come more often and spend more money. How? You probably ask, right? It's by basically starting your very own VIP club. Now, this right here, the way that we do this for our clients is we actually do this through Facebook Messenger. It's super duper cool. Reason why we use Facebook Messenger is because it has one of the highest open and deliverability rates as well as conversions in the industry right now, and it's just amazing. It's actually higher than text messaging. It's crazy. This is just an example of like what you're looking up in the corner right now of like from one of our clients. But basically, a VIP club is a guaranteed way to increase revenue from your existing customers, all right? And this is a super simple way to drive repeat business so that your regulars dine more often. You also will increase your sales by sending special offers so that you can create customers on demand, all right? And you can also use celebration marketing, which is like reaching out to your customers on their birthdays and anniversaries so that they dine with you on their special day. Now, quick question. Did you know that over 70% of people dine out on their birthday, right? Like, are you currently giving your customers a reason to come and dine with you on their special day instead of your competitors? Because it's a fact that they're going somewhere, all right? That's just something to think about, okay? And really, the VIP club is also trackable. So you know exactly how much revenue the VIP club drives into your restaurant, right? So here's how you can do this. Step one is basically you want to build your database by capturing every single thing that you can. This means getting their cell phone number, their email, their birthday, and anniversary, all right? The next thing, right, and this is just another example for us, but the next thing is that you want to do next is like basically just market to them, which really means just simply reaching out to them on those special days, with the contact info that you have. And then, like the thing to think about is that you don't have to create like flyers or wait for them to be printed or anything like that. Basically, like now you can reach out to them on the fly and whenever you want, okay? So like think about those dreaded slow days that inevitably happen, right? It's just kind of the norm in the restaurant industry. Think about those days, and basically whenever you want to make more money, the VIP club is what comes into play, right? So quick tip is just basically is that a text message or Facebook Messenger is one of the most effective channels to do this, and it also has the highest conversion rates. Now, would all this stuff be like valuable to your restaurant, right? So that you can automatically guarantee that any offers you have for your customers will see it, right? I thought so, okay? So basically, this is the entire approach to start dominating your local community and drive more revenue into your restaurant, all right? And for like I said, for all of you guys that stayed all the way to the end, I actually created a checklist for you, right? To make sure and help you implement all of this stuff. So that's all I got for today. Tune in for more stuff, more free training, stuff like that, and I'll see you soon. Bye.